Welcome to SNT's 10 in 10, where you get the top 10 space news stories in less than 10 minutes. This week's show features
SpaceX to the rescue, lightning gods rain in the sky, and Starbase updates. All this and more next on SNT.
60 seconds.
This week, coming in at number 10, Starbase updates. After its successful portion of the IFT-8, Booster 15 is rolled back to Starbase and back into the Mega Bay for inspections, post-flight inspections. Booster 15 did its job. Here it is being lifted up into the bay. Here, Starship 35 is lowered down on its transport stand as it's prepared to go out to Massey's. And here is Ship 35 rolling out to Massey's for cryo testing. And as of this video, it's already been transported back to the Mega Bay. The orbital launch mount for Pad B is still under construction. Hasn't been moved out to Pad B. Here is Ship 35 and Booster 16, which might be paired for Flight 9, but that's doubtful. But here they were at Massey's, and here's the catch point on 35. Work resumed at Pad A after Flight 8. This week, coming in at number 9, NASA's high-pressure, high-altitude observation balloons send some operations to New Zealand. Many of the balloon ops currently launch out of Wallops Island, Virginia spaceport. These balloons can fly up to 110,000 feet in altitude and help inform NASA about upper-level winds. This week, coming in at number 8, the International Space Station reached a milestone of 150,000 orbits of the Earth. This week, we saw the Earth eclipse the moon from the sun, and we got what was called a blood moon. Check out this photo progression taken by my friend Patrick Carroll here in Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. And then the Blue Ghost lander took this picture of the Earth eclipsing the sun from the moon. This week, coming in at number 6, on March 14, 2025, NASA has been given another week to trim the organization due to personnel budget cuts by the current administration. This week, coming in at number 5, the launch of the Firefly Alpha rocket from Vandenberg was delayed this weekend due to range constraints. We're currently awaiting a new launch date for the Alpha rocket. This week, coming in at number 4, SpaceX launches the SphereX wide-angle spectrophotometer that will supplement images from Hubble. Also ride-sharing on this SpaceX rocket is NASA's Punch satellites that will study solar activity. The mission launched on March 11th from Vandenberg Space Force Base Pad 30. Here's some highlights from that launch. There's main engine shutoff. Here comes the stage set. Ignition of second stage.
And back ignition.
That is a freaking awesome ignition right there.
Stage 1 boost back startup.
Thing is just crazy. Here's your deployment of SphereX, which is pretty cool. You see SphereX getting out there.
Separation confirmed. And there we are, the call out, and now you can see that there on your screen. SphereX is drifting away from Falcon 9's second stage, confirming deployment.
Woohoo! It took everything in me not to talk over you and go, yay!
And here go the Punch satellites.
Punch on its way for its science.
2, separation confirmed.
Wow, look.
The second stage, and these Punch payloads are going in a different direction, so Wi-Fi 1 and 3, separation.
This week, coming in at number 3, Rocket Lab launched their Electron rocket on March 14, 2025, shortly after Crew 10's launch. They launched from New Zealand with Japanese synthetic aperture radar satellites aboard on the mission titled The Lightning God Reigns. Check out this video and crank up the volume to hear the mighty Rutherford engines roar in all of their glory.
3, 2, 1.
Here comes just the drone shot.
3, 2, 1.
Rocket Lab truly is the king of audio. And here's their Electron rocket ascending into space. And then I'm going to clip to staging here. You're going to see the plume extend. And boom, there's main engine shut off. And then here comes staging, where their vacuum Rutherford engine fires, and off they go.
Ignition confirmed.
Things glowing red hot. I'm so excited for them to get their Neutron up and running. This week, coming in at number 2, SpaceX launched the Falcon 9 reusable rocket system 5 times since our last episode. Launches included the SphereX, Crew 10, Starlinks, and this mission, Transporter 13. This one flew out of Vandenberg Space Force Base on March 15th. This is the video from that launch where the booster returned to landing site to land at LZ4, marking Falcon 9's 400th successful landing. The legend of the first reusable rocket continues to grow every week.
We're about 15 seconds away from main engine cutoff.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
And back ignition.
Stage 1 boost back startup.
And there you heard and saw those 5 events that happened back to back, including main engine cutoff, followed
For the landing burn start on the Falcon 9 first stage. This is the final burn that this booster will see before touching down on LZ4.
And this is Falcon 9's 400th landing at LZ4 at Vandenberg.
Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And as you saw and probably heard, we had a successful first stage landing at landing zone 4.
Coming in at number 1 this week was Crew 10, which I went down to Carolina Beach and Fort Fisher to try and film it for y'all. And I was down there for the scrub last Wednesday. And I was feeling ill, so I had to try to film it from my front yard, and then I missed it from there because I didn't expect it to fly overhead. But here's some shots to prove I'm trying to bring you more content. Greetings, everybody. This is SNT coming to you live from Fort Fisher, North Carolina, where we're about to watch the Crew 10 launch from Cape Canaveral. Should see a huge jellyfish right out over here. I can see the moon right there. It's going to be darkness here, but the rocket's going to be up in the sunlight, so we should get a huge jellyfish as the rocket goes by. Should be a beautiful sight tonight. Thank y'all for joining in on another SNT adventure. And I got Risky Dog with me. I don't know if you can see my Risky Dog here, but got my Risky Dog with me. I hope the mic's in range of the USB port. I can't see. But I got my Risky Dog with me. Risky, coming to watch the launch with me. Hey, greetings, space fans. This is your old pal S&T. And I didn't make it down to the beach because it was cloudy. And I've been kind of feeling under the weather, and I went to take a nap. My brother called and said, hey, the sky's cleared up. So I'm here to film it. So I'm wearing my space eccentric sweatshirt. And I miss Kevin Haymeyer. Wish he would continue with his streams, but since he's not, I'll try and pick up where he left off. But here to kind of film the launch of the Crew 10. That contrail was it. I'm going to take the camera out of there.
Yeah, that burn will be
I was wondering, that thing was ripping across the sky, and I'm like, no, that's a jetliner. I should have filmed it, because normally they fly off the coast. They don't fly up right overhead. But this contrail here is the Falcon rocket. It went straight overhead. And I don't even know if you can see it there, but oh, I missed it. Never seen it fly overhead like that.
3, 2, 1. Ignition and liftoff. Go SpaceX, go NASA Crew 10. Copy 1 Alpha.
And liftoff of Crew 10 now
Vehicle
soaring to the
pitching down
International Space Station. 1.7 million pounds of thrust now propelling Falcon 9 and Crew 10. We're continuing to get good call-outs on the first stage performance so far.
Main engine cutoff.
SpaceX Dragon, 2 Alpha. Stage separation confirmed.
Copy 2 Alpha.
Great call-outs and incredible views there on your
And back
left-hand
ignition.
screen. On your left-hand screen, you can see a view from stage 1. And an extremely excited crowd here in Hawthorne. Awesome views of that boost back burn on the first stage, as well as the end back end of that from the ground, which is awesome. Now, the next event coming up will be the landing burn for the first stage. That's coming up here in about 30 seconds.
Dragon SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
Again, great call outs for
SpaceX Dragon, copy nominal.
Confirmation there from the crew as they continue to make their way into orbit. Now 7 minutes into today's flight, the first stage making its way back down to Earth and the second stage continuing to fire.
This is an awesome view. Let's see if we can see the center engine relight for that landing burn here in a few seconds. There's that landing burn. Let's watch as Falcon 9 touches down on landing zone 1.
Well, since I missed filming it, at least you got the SpaceX footage. Here's more SpaceX footage. Actually, this is NASA footage of the Crew Dragon coming in to dock at the International Space Station. And I believe this footage was actually taken by astronaut Don Pettit. And it's pretty cool time lapse of the Earth moving in the background and then the Dragon coming in to dock. And they were getting ready to play a practical joke on the Crew 10 members. Somebody was dressed up like an alien. At least Sunny and Butch get to go home now that their relief is on board. Well, that's it for this week. We'll see you next week on SNT.
60 seconds.
That's one.